So catfish is my #1 seller here. I sell about 80 pounds a week. I would challenge anybody in the state of Washington to outdo me frying catfish. I promise you can't beat it. Good morning, Seattle, Southside here live here at Creole Soul. We are located in the alley 22341 Marine View Drive, and I am Hampton Isom, the owner of Creole Soul. I ventured into the food industry because I moved from the South, and when you move from the South, you don't get the same food. The food out here has no flavor. Let me just put it like, don't be afraid. Put a little salt and pepper in there, I learned how to cook from my mother and my grandmother. Probably two of the best cooks in the world, rest in peace. And I hung on my mom's skirt as she walked around, And my grandmother made everything from scratch. A pinch of this, a dab of that. There's no pouring in the cup, getting 2 quarts, and, it's just pour and go. That's what I do today. I just pour and go. Growing up in New Orleans, ran the streets a lot, and still run the streets as a grown man. Went to Troy State University. Then I played a lot of basketball. Down south, it's called 3-on-3 Hoop It Up. And you played in the championship. I actually won 2 of the Hoop It Ups. And during the Hoop It Up, you have scouts from different countries. So I went to Turkey for 2 years, had a great time. Then from Turkey, I went to Italy. And then from Venice, I went to Adelaide, Australia. And going to places, different countries, was an amazing experience for me, So Alaska Airlines was my landing spot, So I got an interview for a flight attendant and I actually got the job. I flew for 8 years and it was fun. Met a lot of interesting people. The food truck wire was 2018 was when I decided to do the food truck. So the food truck was good, because I got a lot of business. I do a lot of catering. To this day, I do a lot of catering. If you look at my rearview mirror in the truck, I got a lot of sounder passes up there, As long as it's rolling, I'm booked out to the end of the year right now with the food truck. Everything has to come from Louisiana. And you see a sign that say authentic, and then everything is authentic. I told my daughter, I said, listen, I'm getting ready to open up a bar, restaurant, food truck. I said, I'm going to need you to ship me everything I need. I said, if I can't get it from Louisiana, if a plane delayed or something, hey, I'm out of this for the day. Sorry. I won't make a po' boy with a bread from Safeway. Go get some po' boy bread from there. I won't make it. The bread makes the sandwich. I don't care what you put in between it, but the bread is the foundation of that po' boy. And when I say authentic, it's made from scratch. The red beans and rice, the egg touffee, the potato salad, the gumbo is just a lot of time consuming. The gumbo here is 3.5 hour cook time. And the most important thing about the gumbo is the roux. If you screw up the roux, you can throw the whole pot away. Most people don't know here in the PNW, but down south, when you eat some gumbo, you must have some potato salad. You grab the rice, the gumbo, and then you slide on over to the potato salad and get it all together and right into the hatch. I do all the cooking. Yeah, my wife cooks too, I taught her how to cook the stuff that I grew up on. She knew how to cook, but I had to brush her up on all the southern dishes, I have all this Louisiana authentic food in front of me, which became a big play when I moved out here to the PNW. When people talk about New Orleans, they talk about music, food, and of course Mardi Gras. Up here, a display of masks, different types of Mardi Gras masks that people actually wear during carnival time. You cannot go to New Orleans and not visit Cafe du Monde. These 2 things is a must. If you go to New Orleans and haven't been to these places, you need to go back. That's the best thing about this whole thing, I want people to enjoy what they eat. I want them to enjoy the time here. And I love giving something to somebody who actually enjoys it. It's like a stamp of approval The most important people that walk through that door for me is the people from Louisiana, who actually, they come in here to see for real. When I moved to Des Moines, I had to do something positive. So I started feeding the homeless. Too much food in the world for anybody to be hungry. I have a nonprofit. Yes, I do. I own a nonprofit called Creole Soul lagniappe. And the word lagniappe in Louisiana means a little something extra. I've been feeding the homeless since 2018. And it's a great feeling because I know how it is to be hungry. You know, there was a lot of time when we didn't have a whole bunch of food, you know, we had to share what we had, but you know, when your stomach starts to growl and it's cold outside and you have nothing to eat, that's a brutal situation. That's the most important thing for me, you know, like this past Christmas, this past Thanksgiving, I did the same thing. I just fed the homeless, you know. It's my happy place, you know, just like if you like something that you enjoy, you know, some people home is their happy place. This is my happy place. This restaurant, serving this food to these people, serving the food to myself, cooking the food for myself. My grandmother and my mother played this fantastic role in my life. I give thanks to them every single day. If I was to die right now, I think I'd be real content with my life, you know, because I've done so many things in such a short period of time. You know, I'm 61, but I plan to live till I'm 100, so.